Hey team, let's talk about how you show value to your business or your company that you work for. Now, as an employee, manager, leader, you're having to grow influence in your team. You're having to gain respect, and you're having to manage, tasks and expectations. So, one of the things that you can do quickly to show value is to document any tasks or anything discussed, take good notes, and then summarize what you've learned at the end. So let's say you're in a meeting and you're in there with 5 or 10 of your, peers are in a meeting, and managers speaking about some thing that everybody needs to do. And you're taking good notes, and everybody else on the team is kind of laying back and soaking it in. And then towards the end of the meeting, the boss asks if anybody has any questions, and you say, hey, I just want to make sure I'm clear about this. To summarize, we have these 3 things we need to do this week, and your expectation is that we have this one done by Thursday. That kind of thing. You're showing them that you're listening. And, active listening and, being participative like that is automatically showing you valuable. Now, summarizing it and reiterating it is one thing. I've had people that look valuable, but actually get nothing done. So the next step is executing. So in addition to summarizing, listening, and understanding, the next thing is executing on those tasks. Now, are you a individual contributor, or do you have a team that you're managing behind you? If you have a group of people you're managing, obviously continue to contribute if you can, but delegate well and set expectations for each of those tasks. Who's handling what, when's it due, look at their calendar, make sure that they are free and that you can manage those expectations. If you're a sole contributor or an individual contributor, look at these expectations and determine, is this something that I can get done within this time? And then block out your calendar to work on those tasks, because your boss is expecting you to execute on them. Don't let it be due date and you haven't done any of them. Manage your time until your due date. So then you're showing yourself responsible. You're managing your calendar, you're managing your time, and you're able to deliver on the expectations. And if you're having any problems, any obstacles, things you can't overcome, you need to reset expectations with your boss, etc. Communicate those with your boss. Communicate those with your manager. His job literally is to remove those boundaries and those obstacles for you. So don't be ashamed of those obstacles. If you run into an obstacle, ask for help. Be like, hey, I'm working on this task that you want it done by Thursday, and here's what I'm running into. What do you suggest that I do? Things like that. Involve him. Then when you're not able to execute or you have a problem, he's aware or she's aware of the problems that you're having, so that it makes sense for you to need more time. So, in summary, add value and demonstrate your value to your team and your managers and leaders, regardless of what role you're in, by taking notes and summarizing, asking questions, and being obviously an active listener and engaged, and then managing your time and being conscientious about communication and setting expectations with your boss. Manage your calendar and then ask questions as you go. So your ability to stay organized, communicate, and execute, those are 3 abilities that will be, amazing in showing value and will go a long way in growing your career.